Hello, SportyTV viewers. It's Lucrezia here in our Madrid studio. Now, we have another big match coming up in La Liga this Friday. It's the Derby Valenciano between Levante and Valencia. And to talk about it today, we have Arnaud Danjuma, the Valencia winger. Hi, Arnaud. Thanks for joining us.
No worries.
Arnaud, you were born in Lagos but raised in the Netherlands, and I would say you went through some challenging times during your youth. So my question is, how have those early life experiences shaped you as an individual, as a person, but also as a footballer, since we're talking about football?
I think it's vital for me to consider that one of the parts of, it's a part of the reason why I'm today. I think without challenging times and without hardships and without difficulties, I think there's no one on this earth that will be able to achieve a lot in this world. I think the more you go through difficult stuff, the better it makes you as a person, the better you're able to grow in life as well. And I think without those challenges, you won't be able to succeed in this life. If you want to be amongst the best, if you want to be amongst the best in this world, I think nothing comes easy. And if you want to make sure that you'll maintain that as well, I think having had challenges that are difficult only shapes a personality and shapes a human being. So for me, I consider myself nothing but lucky to have been able to have challenging times, and we still go through challenging times today. So challenging times and hardships in this life, they never stop. So I think it's about the way you approach them, and I always try to approach them with a good attitude, with an optimistic attitude, and make sure that it results into a result that's better for me as well.
What convinced you to join Valencia this summer, and how do you see your role fitting into the manager's vision for the team?
I consider myself very lucky to have been able to have the opportunity to play for Valencia. Carlos Cobran is one of the main reasons as to why I joined the club as well, because I had a very impressive chat with him before I joined the club. We had a call that was very inspiring towards me, and I think the things that he mentioned towards me about his philosophy and the way that he wants to play, the way he is as a person, how he's obsessed with football, how he's always busy with bettering the player, bettering the team, and those objectives, they are very similar to mine objectives. So he's one of the main reasons as to why I joined the club. I have a lot of confidence in the manager, a lot of confidence in him. He has proven last year, I think, to be a very good manager for the club, and I really bite into his philosophy as well. I think he's a good manager with a lot of potential, and he's definitely one of the main reasons why I joined Valencia. So I consider myself very lucky to have a manager like him. It's not always a given to have a manager that's able to help the player the way that he does. Very committed to the team, very committed to his objectives, very intense to say the least. Very intense to say the least. So I'm extremely happy to have the opportunity to play for Valencia. It's a great club with a great fan base. We've got a great team. The people that work for the club, they've been amazing. I've received a very warm welcome from the first day. So the only thing that we have to do is make sure that we get some better results, and I'll be more happier.
Speaking of Valencia, you've scored quite a few goals for them so far this season. So how do you assess your fitness level ahead of this match? But also I wanted to ask, what objectives do you have as an individual, but also as for Valencia?
I think the objective of the club as a whole is very well known. I think Valencia has been struggling the past few years to be the club that they want to be, and I think Carlos is one of the main reasons as to why the club is back on track. I would say this is a season where it has been more difficult for us than I think we had expected at the beginning, but as I mentioned earlier, I think it's part of life, and I think these difficulties, they only shape the team if you approach it with a good attitude. So he's one of the main reasons as to why we're able to face this challenge that we go through, and I think if we stick to his course, I think eventually there will be light at the end of the tunnel. And my objectives, they only fit into the narrative of the team. I think a player will always be able to perform better once the team performs better. So our challenge should be to make sure that we do our best, make sure we win games, make sure we give the fans what they deserve, make sure that we get Valencia back to the club it has been, because historically it's been one of the best clubs in Spain. And I think as a player, your objectives will always be in line with what the club wants. So as soon as we're able to reach that, and I focus myself on that as well, the players' objectives, they will always come along with it.
As someone that has played in different leagues, because you've played in the Belgian league, then in the Premier League, and you're now in La Liga, what have been the biggest lessons from these experiences in your career?
I think one of the things that I've been also lucky to do is I've traveled quite a bit. I've played in a lot of leagues, as you just mentioned, and this will only give you experience, and I think it helped me really grow as a person, helped me grow as a player. I think there are not many players I think that have been able to perform the way I've performed in all these leagues. It's only given me more experience, it's given me more quality, it's given me a lot of things I've learned which allow me to be the player that I am today. So these things, I think they're very important. I've traveled quite a bit. I've been able to learn from the Premier League, learn from different tactics, different coaches, different managers, different styles of play. And these things, I think they've only helped me to become a better player today.
This Friday, you face Levante in the local derby, in the Derby Valenciano. I wanted to ask, as a relatively new player, how do you feel taking part in this amazing clash, and what does it mean for you personally?
I think, to me, obviously, it means a lot, just because I know how much it means to the fans. It's our duty and it's our responsibility to make sure we give the fans what they deserve. And this is a very important game for us that we can build upon what we've been trying to show. I think the last game we played against Real Betis was a better game for us. We were more competitive, we were more on top of them. And I think this game was kind of showing what we're able to do. Although we didn't win the game, I think it was a game that just perhaps allows us to push us over the edge and make sure that we're able to get into that rhythm that we've been trying to search for. So hopefully it's a game that just pushes us over the edge. It's a very important game for us, a very important game for the fans. To me, it means a lot because it means a lot to the fans. So we will approach this game in the same way we've been approaching all the other games. Make sure that we're prepared. We're doing all our hard work on the pitch and the training, and make sure that we are able to give the fans what they deserve in this game.
Lastly, do you have anything to say for the Valencia supporters that might be watching us?
What can I say? I think I'm a player that likes to do the talking on the pitch. Yeah, I think it's important for them to know that we obviously as a team, and me personally as well as a player, I think I know what Valencia means to the city and to the people. I grew up with Valencia obviously winning trophies and being one of the biggest clubs in Spain. So me as a player personally, I think I know what it means to the fans and how big this club is. So we are definitely committed to the cause. We're doing everything we can to give them a lot of happiness and a lot of good results and the best moments that we can give to them. So although it's a tough time, I think it's important for us to stick together and make sure that we better ourselves and get back to where we all want to be and where we all belong.
Perfect. Thank you, Arnaud, for talking to us, and wish
No
you
worries.
all
Thank
the
you very
best
much.
for your career, but for the derby this
Likewise.
Friday.
All the best to you.
Thank you.
Cheers.